they want to see financial transparency all around the world. In many countries, tax crime is an offense under money laundering. If they issue these standards, all countries in the world have to observe. Yeah, we have to do it. We have no other.
สวัสดีค่ะ This is your host Kusuma Yothasmut and welcome to Thailand today. Thailand's Anti-Money Laundering Office estimated that underground economy accounted for as much as 13% of the country's gross domestic products. Money laundering is thriving in Thailand as cash is popular among local businesses and traders. Adding to that, the informal economy reportedly controls about 53% of GDP. Thai officials acknowledge Muslim insurgents in the three southernmost provinces have had access to ill-gotten money. Thailand Today will hear from Pranee, Kaoian, Director of the AMLO's International Cooperation Division, about Thailand's ongoing efforts to comply with the international anti-money laundering and combating the financial of terrorism, or rather to call AML/CFT. Please welcome Kun Pranee Kaoian, Director of International Cooperation Division, AMLO Thailand. So it's all about the complaints with the international AML/CFT standards. สวัสดีค่ะ
สวัสดีค่ะ
Welcome to Thailand today. Well, this is another day that we're going to talk a very interesting topic. Yes. And it is to be for the internationally to be known about this. So I would like to start off with what is AML and CFT to you?
The anti-money laundering and the combating of financing of terrorism. So that is very long words. So we shorten them into AML and CFT.
Okay,
but people in this profession or in this industry, they will understand it.
But between you both, between you all,
yes,
of course. It is good to know that Thailand is also a part of concentrating on trying to cope with this kind of money laundering.
Yes. Because Thailand is trying to be a good partner of world community. So money laundering and also terrorism is the global threat. And so we are a part of this world community. So we try to cooperate in any way that we can.
Yes, because money laundering is a big problem to terrorism, it's a problem to terrorism also is a big concern.
Yes.
So when you connect these two issues together, so what do you see?
Well, actually at first the Financial Action Task Force is the intergovernmental agency. So they set up the standard on anti-money laundering. But later you remember the day of the 911 day.
Yes.
And so the FATF is concerned about terrorism problems. So they add financing of terrorism as a part of the FATF standard.
Okay, so it started off at that period of time.
Yes.
So what is all about? Can you tell us more about this FATF things?
Well, FATF, by way of background, it was set up 26 years ago in 1989, and of course by very big countries.
Yes.
We call them G7 countries, group of seven countries. For example, the US, the UK, Germany, Japan, France, etc. 7 countries, and they have set up a set of standards on anti-money laundering since 1989. So they set up policies and measures against money laundering Because you know why? Because their key principle is that they do not want to see dirty money to be mixing with good money in the world financial system. So they do not want to see that. So they want to see financial transparency, you know, all around the world. So they set up a minimum standard for all countries to comply with. And they call that FATF standard on money laundering.
Money laundering for also the G7 countries agreed on such a punishment or procedure of laws and regulation.
Yes, so it's about law and regulations, it's all about supervisions, it's all about international cooperation. So it's very, very broad area for money laundering.
Yeah, Director, in case that if some people committed it in one country out of one of the G7 to commit the wrong, so that means that under the country we also have to transfer the person or the case to them, to the countries, members countries?
Yes, there are international treaties or laws that respond to this kind of problem. For example, if the people you said from overseas and they committed offense in Thailand, we have the legal instrument to extradite that person, send them back to their country.
So they will punish themselves.
Yes, yes, that's right. But sometimes we for example, the anti-money laundering office can also seize and freeze their assets, their money, if they are located in our country. We seize them, and then we can confiscate them.
So the area of law and regulation operated, what's the measure? What kind of a measure? How tough is it? It has to be very strong, just to deter them to commit wrongs.
Yes, yes. It's we call it the seizure power.
The seizure power.
Yeah. So we do that. So we deprive them of the properties.
So that is highest.
Yeah. This means that the criminals can no longer enjoy the property that they got.
They corrupted.
That's right.
Not only himself, but this is good for the foreign people to hear this, because not only confiscates their own belongings, their properties, also to the family members.
That's right. That's right.
So the whole clan, everything done.
Yeah. Because even though they have monies in the banks or apartments or residential house, we can also confiscate to the state. So even their family could not use them. So this is the anti-money laundering measures.
Very high, very strict. And in your experience, is it difficult to fight them? Because these people are very, very, knowledgeable. They're supposed to do it long time. They're hiding very tightly. You can never see it.
No, we work. The anti-money laundering office does not work alone. So we work with our police officer or also the Department of Special Investigation. So we work together. So we gather all the evidence. So we go see people and ask them as the witness. So we have also investigative knowledge and tools. We have database, we have information, and we also have power to get information from what we call reporting entities. So they have the duty to give us the information. Yeah. So I guess our investigation very efficient.
So the culprit or the people who committed wrong is not easily run away.
No.
Interesting. So how FATF monitors the assessment members' countries' progress in the area of legal regulations and operational?
Yeah, you know that the FATF actually they have been improving their standards, from time to time, and the latest version is in 2012, and this time they increased the new thing into the standard. For example, so they add the serious tax crime for money laundering. So anyone committed tax crime will be charged as money laundering offense as well. And also they look at the new matter like the, I'm not sure whether or not you have heard about it, proliferation of weapons of mass destruction. So anyone collecting like, you know, nuclear weapons or financing for this, it's
a part of it, a part of
it's
international.
a part of international standard that we have to observe.
Oh.
Yeah.
When director, you talk about the first one, that is what?
The tax crime.
The tax crime.
The tax
is there
crime.
any limitation of what amount to be called crime?
No, we have to consider ourselves. You know, Thailand has to consider how much we call that the serious crime.
So one should know that you really declare the whole lots or not. Is it so?
No, if anyone committed tax crime, for example, tax evasion.
Okay.
If you do not pay tax, we will charge you on money laundering as well.
This is not common, because how do we know? This is the layman work. I mean, the human ordinary profession. So that's why I'm asking the director that it's such a big amount of taxation.
Tax evasion.
Evasion.
Yeah.
So the big amount to.
I'm sorry. This is on ongoing process. We are talking with the revenue department to amend their law on this matter.
Okay.
But internationally, in many countries, tax crime is an offense under money laundering law.
So
this is
new. This is new.
It's new thing that FATF pay attention to.
Oh.
Yes.
So it's interesting to know, because it is new things, and our country is now moving to change, a lot of change being done, including this matter.
I mean, if the FATF, if they issue the standards, all countries in the world have to observe. We have to do it. We have no other choice. We have to implement according to the standard set already.
Can we be a kind of a sample to the ASEAN friends who are smaller than us, or whoever equally to us? Can we stand that position?
I mean, for certain aspect of this standard that we can be their example. For example, the Anti-Money Laundering Office is the National Financial Intelligence Unit, and our unit is quite strong. So we can share our knowledge or expertise, experience with other neighboring countries if they like.
So we also got from others. The G7 is supposed to be about European countries and aren't developed. Most of them are developed.
The developed countries also assist Thailand, so they provide us with some training, you know, on financial investigations. And now we are quite do that job is quite well.
Our country do rank very almost on the top of the corruption and all that. So by your office dealing with the G7, how do they feel about it?
Corruption matters?
That we are doing something, even laundry, even money laundering. We're trying hard. Your office trying so hard.
Yeah, you know that according to the AMLA, the anti-money laundering law, the reporting entities have to keep an eye on the PEPs. We call them PEPs. All the people involved with politics. That includes their close associate, include their family. So if they conduct any financial transaction, we keep an eye on them. So we conduct, enhanced customer due diligence on them. So they are on quite a close watch, and we hope they understand, because this is also the standard that set up by the FATF.
So what is the next assessment due on Thailand?
Well, next year. 2016, we are going to be assessed by an assessment team. Probably there will be about 6 or 7 of them, maybe from Australia, from the US, or from the Philippines, up to them to form the team. That's why we call mutual evaluation exercise.
Mutual evaluation exercise.
Because comprise many people from many countries.
Yes. How many countries together? Not only G7 now. It's all over the world, or ASEAN, or Asia.
In Asia and Pacific.
Asia and Pacific.
Yes.
So
they will be the assessment team, and then so by next year we will submit them self-assessment reports to the assessment team, and they read that, and then later next year they will come visit Thailand. We call that on-site visit. So where they will come visit the relevant authorities, for example, the Bank of Thailand, as the financial policy maker. They also will meet the Royal Thai Police for crime suppression work, and also, of course, they come to anti-money laundering office. Yes.
To them, what level are we? I mean, to the people here. I mean, we outside, we looking and we heard that we are in a bad shape. But how about to you all, the members?
We gain much more confidence this year compared to the assessment made in 2007. Now 2016, 15, we gain more confidence.
Good.
Yeah. Because we have done quite a lot. We amend necessary laws to ensure that it comply with the standards. We also raise awareness among all parties concerned, both public and private. So everyone know about the MLCFT thing already.
Yes, so a strong hand, like iron fist to bang them, you see. So what kind of improvement have been made for preparing of the 2016 assessment?
Yes, as I said, we have done many things. We amend our laws, and we also ask other law enforcement agencies to please speed up your work, because AMLO could not work alone in AML world.
Of course.
We need assistance from them as well.
Can you give a sample, because we once before, like many years, that we had a very tough case of a BBCL. Is it the hand, is the feet that we can reach out to the international level?
Yes, for the person was extradited back from overseas, and he was charged with malfeasance in office. As he was the executive for the financial institution, and AMLO has its part to play. So we check with, for example, let me name the country. So we work with the UK and ask them to look for the property he bought in the UK. So if we have our tools to investigate whether or not he has properties, for example, in the UK or in Switzerland, we will ask them to freeze that assets for us. So this is international cooperation work.
Very interesting. This is done. This is good, because I think years back they don't even care to confiscate something like that for us, or whoever. But now they do. Director, what will happen to member country like Thailand, supposing fail to comply with the FATF recommendation?
Oh, we will be in trouble.
Yes. How trouble?
Because the FATF is very important organization. So they are not international organization per se, but they could ask the United Nations to issue a resolution 1617 in 2005. So that resolution obliged all countries to observe the FATF standards. You understand? So any countries who are United Nations member also have to implement. The standards because we are United Nations member. So, but if we really fail to comply with the standard, the FATF themselves they have some measures. So they will issue something called FATF public statement, saying that all countries should observe this country, for example, Thailand, who is now at risk of money laundering and terrorist financing. So all other member countries will take cautions when they do some business with us. That already, the public statement already damaged our reputation and also inconvenience when we do some international fund transfer because they will put more stringent measure, more checks on Thai people or Thai business. So that is can be a problem.
Are we in a good shape now? Listen to you, Director. I feel relief and feel good that Thailand positioning is good. I mean,
yes, we will see. I mean, we try. Actually, we try to do our best so far in the past years. We try to do our best to. As I said earlier, we want to be a good partner in world community. For the layman, we should not deposit so much money. No, if you do things in good faith, don't worry about that.
Relax.
Yes, please.
So, so you want to add up anything? I have 1 minute for you to add up to tell to the people that dealing with them or be away from such behavior would be leading their life in good shape. Yeah, I just would like to say that dirty money should not, be mixing with good money in the financial flows because it does not do any good to overall economy at home and abroad. So, the work of our office need a lot of cooperation from other parties. And actually, I would like to thank also some international organizations that have been providing us with a lot of assistance and advice so far. Yes. You seem to be heavy heart. Are you? Yes. We are in strong spirit. Yes, trying to do our best in the MLCFT efforts. Yes. We just please take my appreciation and I'm support you totally for what you are taking. Yes. Okay, right. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you. Yes. Thailand Today would like to thank Kun Pranee Kaoian, the director of the MLOS International Cooperation Division, who spent time sharing her insightful knowledge on domestic and international anti-money laundering, as well as Thailand's determined efforts to block the flow of illegal cash to terrorist acts. So thank you very much. ขอบคุณนะคะ สวัสดีค่ะ Thank you for watching Thailand Today. I'm Kusuma Yotha Subodh and hope to see you again tomorrow then. สวัสดีค่ะ